Obviously, today we're playing Batman. We're gonna do episode 2, starting episode 2. Sorry, if I sound kind of sick today, well then you're right, I'm sick. So yeah, no, not today. I really enjoyed the first episode, so I thought maybe we'd do another episode. As in, we're already gonna do another episode. Anyways, guess what I heard? I heard Telltale is doing Guardians of the Galaxy next, so I'm excited for that. I'm also excited for season 2 of the Game of Thrones, but we're not even sure if that's gonna come. Hopefully it will.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Gross.
Calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Ah, Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Cool. So when do I get to start doing stuff? Actually, the last episode was a real cliffy. Not a major cliffy though, because otherwise I would have came back to episode 2 sooner. Which reminds me, I need to finish Until Dawn, and I've yet to do so. Will I do so? Most likely, yes, but...
Do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades.
Trash man's here. Just wondered what that banging was for a second.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
Better not, bitch. Otherwise, you're going back to England or wherever
This is
the fuck you come
I've been
from.
back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked. I want him standing here, right now.
And what
bit
would
of
the Batman do with
lag.
his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Boom. Good question.
I take him to jail, just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Well, if this is where he came from, we can't go up there. I think 20 years-ish later is too late to go clue hunting. Why would y'all walk through an alley in the first place?
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
That's kind of
I
funny.
never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, You don't have to do this. And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Why did they end up in the side alley?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want. Nothing personal. Just business. They told me you had to come.
Business.
You don't have to do this. Don't follow me. He's making a mistake.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Bum 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 bum. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na, da-da-da-da-da. Sorry. I don't know. I felt like I had to.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you. This could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Hart, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait,
Didn't mean to
what?
press that. I was going to go press it, but
That's terrible.
it was an
That's
accidental
why I have to
press.
speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, well, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
I guess Harvey's upset that I didn't tell him.
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say,
Montoya.
some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
All right. Let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty cool how they did that. Oh, he's messed up, dude. Children of Arkham. Good morning, sleepyhead.
Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me.
That sucks
I'll
for
be
you.
out of here in a week.
You know you're going to die in jail.
I'll get witness protection in Tahiti, kid. I'm dying on the beach. Talk like that. You remind me of your father.
Speaking of which,
Tommy and I were close.
close
More
enough to
than
kill each other.
friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. You showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Don't do it. I don't want to do it. Don't. You know, let's get some information.
Years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you'd never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
Do not push me, Falcone.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch.
Oh my goodness.
You got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
And why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
But you really think I hired Chill? Sure.
Of course.
I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
What?
They're waiting for you in hell!
Montoya! Put the weapon down!
The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets
Shit.
near us! Go! Go!
Damn it, Montoya!
You're fired.
I finally got to use this thing. I found this Trump soundboard. It's hilarious.
You're fired. China.
China. What happened is my question.
Deep shit.
She had some blue shit on her lip.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in.
It was
So different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense.
she had some information on the deleted emails.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can.
We need to build a
Issue a statement
wall.
saying that we
And
have
it
a shooter
has
in
to be built quickly.
details are still coming in.
Sorry.
The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Close the door.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Time to do that Batman investigation
Alfred,
stuff.
Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
There's something on her lip.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Looks like a puncture.
Fresh
Right there.
injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Whoa.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the...
Why did I have to make that small movement? That's like pointless. Good morning, sweepy head.
Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy.
It was probably
Somebody from China.
Pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me.
ooh, it was the
Like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
this is the dude with the purple hair.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
You're fired.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now. They'll be back.
It's just so
How is
fun.
she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Shit.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
I have no comment at this time.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots?
Alright, fine.
I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
Sorry.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Man, I feel kind of bad about that, but don't want my name in the papers. Bruce Wayne, Gotham's newest mobster. Sounds about right. Boop. Anyways, my dudes, we're gonna have to end episode 2 part 1 there. I'll continue playing. I'll do the same thing I do with Until Dawn. Let's go on, but I'm gonna set this up in episodes like I do with Until Dawn so that you can go back, watch back, so you don't have to watch a 2-hour stream. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in part 2.